Hi friends, how are you today? Today we will be making a little bunny, a girl bunny. So let's get started. We are going to start by making a shape. It's kind of a square with soft corners, just like that. And then for her ears, we're going to make some long upside down U's. And then for her bow, we're going to make some soft rectangles on the top of her head, connected by a circle. And you can even put some little ribbons that come down like this. Now, we're going to come down to the bottom part of her face and make an oval with a little triangle that's filled in and a straight line down. That's going to be her nose and her mouth. Let's give her some wide set eyes and some whiskers. A couple of little whiskers. Now let's start making her body. So we are going to make her in a little dress. We are going to start right underneath her head and make a little dress that looks like that. So it's kind of a rectangle that's rounded at the corners. We're going to have her arms come out, come around and come back up, and the same on this side. And then her legs are just basically straight lines and back up, just like that. Now let's put a little bit of decoration on her outfit. I like to just do something very simple on this bunny. So I'm putting a series of U's hooked together like this along her neckline, and then maybe some dots. But you can put swirls or hearts, stripes or bows or butterflies, whatever you'd like to make her look super fancy. Or maybe she's going to go to a party. There's your bunny. I hope you like her. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Hey friends, how are you? I hope you're having a great day today. Today we will be creating a night owl, so let's get started. The first thing that we're going to do is we are going to create two swirls that come together in the middle. So we have a swirl here, and then we have a swirl here. That's going to be the top part of our owl's head. We're going to come down with a U shape. And then inside this U shape, we are going to make a backwards letter C and a forwards letter C. Inside here, we're going to make some nice big dots for our eyes. And then we're going to put a triangle down here for our owl's bill. For our owl's body, we are going to come down with two curved lines. And then at this point, we are going to make a branch for our owl to be sitting on. So we come out from the side, we touch the lines on his body, and then we go to the other side of the piece of paper. And then we do the same thing. We follow along, and then we go like this. Now notice here, I got a little bit wider, and the reason why I did that is because I want to create two different branches that go off from this main branch. Now let's put some feet on our owl. I like to just make curved lines for his feet, his toes. And then if you'd like to put some leaves on your branch, any type of leaf that you like would be a good idea, because trees usually do have leaves. And because this is a night owl, I am going to put a moon up in the sky. Now, in looking at my owl, I feel like he needs something else. Oh, I know what I forgot. I forgot some wings. So let's go back and make some wings. And then let's put a little bit of detail in his body here. Let me show you how I like to add detail to my owl's body. I make a series of U's that are hooked together, and then I go down and I'm going to make some more U's. And this series of U's, I'm going to touch the bottom of the first U right in the middle. Do you see how I'm doing that? At first, you'll need to go slowly and carefully so you get this right, because it can be kind of tricky the first time that you do it. And then after you do it for a while, you'll get the hang of it and it'll go a lot faster. I think I can fit one more set of feathers there. There we go. That adds a little bit more detail to my body of my owl. Around the moon, I think I'd like to make a few stars. There are different ways that you can make stars, but I sometimes like to make stars like this. Basically what you do is you make a line, and then you make another line, and then you make another line. That's one way to make a star. Maybe just a few more, maybe one up here, maybe one over here. Alrighty, I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey friends, how are you? I hope you're having a great day today. Today we will be creating a frog, so let's get started. The first thing that you'll want to do is make two medium-sized circles that are pretty close to each other. So I have one, and I have two. I'm going to connect those two circles together with a curved line that looks like this. Inside each of these circles, I'm going to make another circle. And I'm going to cut each circle that I have right here in half with a straight line. And then underneath on the bottom side of the line, I'm going to make a semicircle, which is half a circle. And I'm going to fill that in with color. So these are the eyes, and these are the top of our frog's head. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come down here and make the bottom part of our frog's head. So I just make a really wide letter U. And then I'm going to add a mouth, and frogs have mouths that go all the way across their face. And then I'm going to add two nostrils. Those are just super long ovals that are filled in. Now I'm going to come down here for his body. I'm going to make a curved line coming this way and a curved line coming this way. And then for his back legs, I'm going to make an upside down J that actually touches this first line at the bottom, and do the same thing on this side. Now coming out from this area, I'm going to make some feet. So a curved lines coming in for his toes and then close up. Let me show you again how I did that. A curved line, and then I make 3 more curved lines like this, and then I close up. Those are going to be his back feet. His front feet are going to be right here in the front. So I make 2 straight lines for each foot, and then at the bottom we make our feet. So we have diagonal line, and then 3 upside down U's. Diagonal line, and then 3 upside down U's. Now I'm going to close up the bottom of his body right here, just like that. Now if you'd like to make a little tongue sticking out or something right here for his face, for his mouth, excuse me, you can do something like that. You can add a few little circles up here at the top and on the knees for some detail. It's completely up to you if you'd like to decorate your frog. You can also make something that goes like this, like an upside down letter U. That'll add a little bit more detail to his tummy. All right, for the background, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have him sitting on a lily pad. So lily pads are they're pretty round. I'm going to start with a curved line, make a V, and then continue my curved line. So basically it would be like making a curved line, but in the middle of those two curved lines, I'm going to make a V. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So curved line, V, and then I continue with my line. So he's sitting on a really big lily pad. Now I'm going to make a pond right here. So this is the pond. And then this will be the land right here. I think on the land I'm going to put some types of plants. So I'm going to make some plants that we find normally at ponds. So this is a type of plant. So we have really long curved lines, and then an oval at the end, and then a little line coming out the top. Can even have some coming out this way. This just adds a little bit of detail. If you'd like to put a few clouds in the sky, that's always a good idea. Whenever I'm making a picture like this and I feel like there's an area that maybe needs a little bit of detail, I'll just put a little cloud or a little sprig of grass or something. I think we need a little something right here. There we go. Alrighty, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I'll see you next time.